Hey guys, what is up? It is Dalton here.
And I'm Tyler.
And welcome to Video Game Finds number 57. Now this week we have quite a bit of stuff. I mean, nothing like, not a huge amount, but there is some very good quality stuff here. It all came from one location, which was a garage sale. And real quick about it, Tyler was just looking through the stuff online. He was looking on his iPad. He was looking through, I don't know what it's called. Is it called G-Sailor or something? Like the website, it's you know, shows all the local garage sales that are listed every weekend, and he decided to go out and venture out a little bit, and he went to, like, you know, Denver areas and stuff like that, which is, you know, pretty far from us. So he's just looking around, and there was this one garage sale that popped up that was right by Denver in that area, so it's at least an hour away from us, at least. So it was kind of far away, and we were kind of, you know, yeah, I don't know if we should do it or not. And I thought about it for a while, and what I, you know, when I saw in their listing and stuff on the garage sale thing, I knew I had to go. So we got up in the morning at like 6 a.m. and we got down to this garage sale at like 7:20, I believe, and it was, you know, almost an hour before they were supposed to open it anyway, and we got first picking choices, and we were glad we got there when we did, because we got there, like, you know, 5 minutes later, people start showing up looking exactly what we were looking for, which was the video games. And but we got a pretty substantial amount of good quality games here. And I mean, I would say 90% of this stuff is minty. I mean, it's in very nice shape. The people that had this stuff, the lady that had it specifically, used to work for a game store back in the day for like, you know, 7 years or whatever, and she would always buy like the new outcoming games, and she'd keep them in like brand new shape. These are like, you know, almost all of them are like games that would be taken out of the shrink wrap and just like played once, and that was it. They're in like brand new shape. So without me babbling on more about that, let's get started with all the stuff. Again, all one location, all great quality. So except for a couple things, but I mean, for the most part, it's all in very good shape. It's all good stuff. So we've got a little bit of every console here that we collect for mainly. So I'll go ahead and start with this. Of course, it'll be, you know, the oldest, which is NES. So we've got 3 NES games here. First one, nothing too special, but it was cheap enough, so I decided to pick it up. This is the only game I won't be keeping, but majority of this stuff I will be. So, but this one here is nothing too exciting, but it's Super Spike V-Ball, and it had the Nintendo logo dust sleeve there, which I will keep, but I'll sell off the game. So there's that. And then these 2 games right here. I didn't realize what they were until we looked further into them. They're 2 boxed complete games, but they are the Spanish version, which I was not aware of until I looked at the bottom corner of the box. And I usually don't collect foreign or, you know, European or Spanish games or whatever, but when I come across them, I will pick them up because that's just really cool. But I don't specifically just go out and search for these kind of things. But the first one we have here is Solar Jetman. The boxes aren't in the greatest shape, but if you can tell, it does say the Spanish version down there in the bottom corner. It's right there underneath the Nintendo logo. It does say Versión Española, so that's very cool. Yeah, the cartridges only work if you have a lockout chip disabled on the regular NES or a top loader. So I just put them on the top loader, and they worked first try, which is awesome. And the other one here was To the Earth. But again, these both have the manuals, the precaution, like, you know, mail-in card things. But the boxes aren't in the greatest shape, but the cartridges are in beautiful shape. I guess I can show you one for just a quick reference, just to show you how good these cartridges look. I mean, they look brand new. It's not even like, there's not even a scratch on the label at all. The pins are brand new. I mean, this game was probably played once or twice, and then that was it. I mean, these games are in very nice shape. But yeah, as you can see, it's all in Spanish on the back, precaution label there, and it's just very cool to see, you know, foreign games, because you usually don't see them a whole lot. So I thought that was really cool. All right, and then we got a stack of PS2 games. There's 8 of them. Tyler will show the bottom or the top half. They're alphabetized. He'll show the first 4, and then I'll show the last 4.
Alright, so the first one here is Amplitude.
These games are like brand new, like the plastic on the casings, like on the cases are like brand new, like I said, like the cellophane was just taken right off of them.
Contra Shattered Soldier.
And these aren't your basic like filler titles either. These are all like pretty good quality games.
Frequency.
A lot of these I hadn't even ever heard of, and some of them I have, but I just never been able to ever find them because they're just so, you know, uncommon.
Ico.
I mean, they're just amazing. And then I'll show my half here, and this will continue off with the alphabetical. This one is Mr. Mosquito, which is very cool. I saw that one last minute, and I had to grab it because I had never heard of it before, and I thought it looked pretty cool. But yeah, that one's definitely an awesome game. So there's that one. This one I've seen before on eBay and stuff, but I've just never been able to find it. But this one is Okami. These games are all complete, by the way. This one I've been looking for a long time. I found it a few times, greatest hits, but I finally found a black label, and that is Shadow of the Colossus. And just to give you an idea how nice these games look, they don't open all the way. Like they've been barely open. They're not been, you know, bent back like a lot of games have been. But they are complete, very nice shape. The manuals are like very, very nice. Like they've never been opened. All that kind of stuff. These games are in great shape. And then the last PS2 game here is the Red Star. So very good little lot of PS2 games there, which I thought were very, very awesome. And then we got 5 GameCube games here. This is the only one GameCube game that's not in the greatest shape, but the disc and manual and everything is. But the insert is a little water damaged, but that's not too big a deal. It's not very noticeable. But that is Bust a Move 3000. Very cool. This one I was really happy to find. This is a fairly rare game, and it was in really nice shape. It is in really nice shape, but it was really cool to see it in there. I'm really glad I picked it up, and that is Ikaruga. Very, very cool. This one was the only one I needed out of the set. I finally completed the set for this, you know, specific line of games for GameCube, and that is Mario Party 7. I had 4, 5, and 6, and now I completed 7. I did have a case and manual for this, but no disc. But here is a complete copy, so I can just put that in the collection, just sell off the case and manual, because, you know, some people will buy those. So that's very, very cool. This one I'll explain a little bit. I have a player's choice of this because I knew it would be pretty hard to find the black label version of it, so I just held on to the player's choice for now. But now I can complete it. This is missing the manual and stuff, but I can just take the manual and stuff out of the player's choice version of it. But that is Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. I'll show you that it is just disc only, basically. But the disc is in very nice shape, which is very, very cool. And then the last one here is Puyo Pop Fever, the popping puzzle fun game, which is very, very cool as well. A lot of these I've never heard of, which is, except for like Ikaruga and stuff, those ones I've heard of and seen before, but like a couple of them I've just never really, you know, noticed that were in the collection, like genres of games and stuff. So that's, those are pretty high dollar games, you know, compared to a lot of, you know, the basic filler title ones. So that's very, very cool.